and I'm back with a new lesson on words written together or apart. Well, there are several words in English which are written together as one word, or these same words may also be written apart. Well, why is there a difference in writing these words? Obviously, it must mean that there is a difference in its meaning as well. Well, what are these differences? We're going to see soon. Let's move on to the first word, anymore. If you notice, the word anymore written right here is just one word. But can I write the same word as two distinct words written as any more, making them two words? The same word written in two parts. They're split. Yes, both words are correct and used in English, but why are they used differently? Let's see. Anymore, when written as one single word, means any longer or nowadays. So when I use anymore, I'm referring to a time period. Or if I want to refer to anything within the context of time, I always use anymore as just one word. Well, I used to drink a lot of coffee. I drank like say 8 cups in a day. But if I don't drink coffee anymore, what do I say? I use anymore as one word, saying I don't have coffee anymore. What it really means is I don't have coffee any longer. I don't have coffee nowadays. I used to drink coffee say 5 years ago, but I don't do it anymore. Time period. Moving on to anymore when used as two separate words. What does anymore in this context mean? It means something additional, something extra. So anymore written as two distinct words always refer to things. Things in additional or things that are added. The other day I was at the restaurant and I had 2 cups of coffee, and the waiter comes up to me and says, "Do you want any more coffee?" Now in this case, it is any more as two distinct words, meaning do you want additional coffee? You've had coffee already, but do you want extra coffee? So therefore, this refers to things in addition, and this refers to time period. Moving on to our next word, which is anyone. As you can see, anyone can be written as one word. It can also be written as two separate words. Well, let's see the difference. When anyone is written as one single word, it means anybody, anybody in a collective group. So what we're really doing is we're addressing anybody in a collective group. On the other hand, anyone written as two separate words means that we are referring to any single member of a group or things. So I'm talking about one person, one thing in that group when I refer to anyone as two distinct words. Anyone as one word. For example, you have a teacher in classroom saying, anyone can answer the question. You know, she must have written a couple of questions on the board and she's just, telling the class that anyone can answer the question, as opposed to a teacher who is really frustrated and says, can anyone answer this question? Well, what is the difference? When the teacher says, anyone can answer the question, the anyone, there is not much of a stress on that word. It's just, can anyone answer the question? But when she says, can anyone answer the question, there is a stress on any as opposed to one, making that two words, and the any kind of comes a little higher. So the teacher, what she's really doing is she's stressing on the any because she wants one particular person to answer the question. So when I say anyone, is any one of you listening to me? I use an intonation because I'm stressing, I'm trying to have any one person in a group listen to me, understand what I'm saying. Anyone, when I talk about just anyone can answer the question. I'm talking about a collective group, and therefore I don't stress. And that is one of the main differences in both these words. Well, we'll move on to the next word, which is everyone, written as one word, and the same word written as two separate words. Everyone written as one word means when I'm referring to all of the people or all of the things in a particular group. So what I'm doing is I'm addressing people or things in a group collectively. Moving on to everyone as two separate words, I'm referring to each one in a group, each and every individual in a group. So I could say everyone has a reason to speak English. What's yours? So what I'm really saying is that all of you want to speak English and everyone has a particular reason. Again, there is a stress on everyone as opposed to everyone. Okay? So everyone will always be intonated with the every going high, everyone, and the one a little bit lower. Moving on to everybody. Everybody means everyone actually, and it also refers to all in a group. So when I am using everybody as one word, again I am talking about people or things in a group used collectively, as opposed to everybody. If you notice, everybody in two distinct words or written apart means one single individual or thing. So I would say everybody needs to take proteins, vitamins, iron, minerals. Everybody. So again, here there is a stress in my voice. So I intonate the everybody in such a way that the every always is a little bit higher as opposed to body. So I say everybody needs to have a good intake of protein, minerals, vitamins and iron. Well, that brings me to the end of this lesson on words written together or apart. Please note that this usage of words written in this way are mainly used in writing, because when we speak, it's not very noticeable, but when you write, you will see the difference and you will be able to apply it in the proper way. Well, I'll see you soon with some more lessons, and till then, this is me saying goodbye.